Live from Lakewood Country Club, it's the 42nd KLPGA Championship. Mike came alongside with Hyun Choi. Thank you so much for joining us today as we bring you the final round action of the 42nd KLPGA Championship from Lakewood Country Club, situated by 35 miles northeast of downtown Seoul. And what a day we have here, Hyun.
Yes, it is. It looks like we're shaping up for the final groups, and it looks like Hee-jung Lim and Hyun Park is putting a nice battle up there. It's going to be a fun to watch.
And let's not forget the overnight leader of the first and second round of Sun Bae. She is also battling to get back into the top of the leaderboard, and she has just shot out of the leader, an overnight leader, Hee-jung Lim. And Hee-jung at one time was 3 shots cleared of the second place and gave the shot right back on the 7th hole with a 3-putt. Uncharacteristic bogey on the 7th hole. While Jeongeun got a birdie on that hole. A real solid birdie to make a 2-shot swing. And that's where we're at right now. And let's take out the weather condition at Lakewood Country Club, Hyun.
Yeah, it's 22 Celsius, so that's slightly over 70 plus Fahrenheit. So which is really nice playing condition. Humidity is about 70. It's a little up from first couple of days. And wind's not too much of a factor today. Maybe a little more than yesterday, but it's not. It's definitely playable.
Well, Lakewood Country Club definitely posing a lot of trouble for the ladies, particularly on the green. The fairways and rough has not been that difficult to hit. But let's take a look at the Jeongeun Park, 7 under, and Gaeun Song at 8 under par. But the defending champion, Choi, also at 10 under par, Hyun.
That's right. And Jisoo Kim and Hyun Cho and Rian Kim is starting at 10-18 on number 1.
And Hyun Cho, the Rookie of the Year award winner from 2019. And a rookie, Setting Hyun, also poised to win that Rookie of the Year award for this year. She is 11 under par. And there's the final group, and Hee-jung Lim is 16 under par, holding steady in the top leader position with the Sun Bae at 15 under. So these 3 players, only 2 shots setting them apart, 16, 15, 14. What a final finish we have here, Hyun.
Yes, it is. It looks to be like almost a match play situation.
And let's take a look at some of the highlights. And the 3rd hole will take you to the leader. Hee-jung Lim has silky putting stroke, and yesterday she had 9 birdies to go with just a lone bogey. And quickly got started with 2 under. At that time, she at one time was 3 shots clear of the second place of this lady. And look at this beautiful swing.
That's a nice shot.
And she will go on to make that birdie putt to go 13 under for the tournament. Jeongeun keeping it steady and only 2 shots out of the lead. And this is Mi Jung-kong, who made some noise yesterday and made a lot of noise with this shot. And take a look at this.
Wow.
Had a shot eagle on the 6th hole and climbed up on the leaderboard quickly at 12 under par.
Yeah, she needs to put that putter back in. Oh, it's a great shot.
I'm not sure why she was carrying that putter in her hand. And Hyun Park had no problem with that birdie opportunity on the 6th hole and moved up the leaderboard with 14 under par. And this is our leader from first and second rounds, Sun Bae. Sonu, who had come back from Japan and even had to do the self-imposed 2-week quarantine and didn't practice that much, but not showing any rust there. And this was a par putt for our leader at this time. This was the 7th hole par 5, Hyun. And that had to be a mental mistake there.
Right,
for
that was definitely a 3-putt bogey on par 5. That's losing like at least 1.5 strokes to the field.
And the 8th hole, Sun Bae, she wasn't finished. Watch that beautiful putting stroke. She definitely had that going on the 2nd round. Wasn't able to make any move in the moving day yesterday. And this was a mistake by Hyun Park.
Another 3-putt bogey there. And what hurts the most is she definitely had a makeable birdie putt, which turned into a bogey.
All right, she'll make a move to the 10th hole, along with her leader, Lim and Sonu Bae. So a lot of holes left and not sure what's going to happen. We've had a lot of action going here at the Lakewood Country Club. Started with 150 players, Yoon Shik, and now have been pared down to 72 players in a final round. And we see Hyun Cho, the rookie from last year, 1 under, currently 8 under par. And let's go to the 9th hole and check out. And this is the 10th hole. Sonu Bae teeing off first.
Now number 10 played third hardest hole up to yesterday. Okay, that's a good tee shot down the left side of the fairway.
And again, for those of you who've just joined us and maybe for the first time, we are not playing in front of any gallery obviously for the safety reason. And the players have expressed that it has been very difficult to concentrate. Now, some players may have said that it's hard for them to concentrate when there's so many moving around by the gallery, but it's our leader, Lim, with a great tee shot.
I'm sure most of the players are comfortable by now. You know, these top elite players, you know, they're used to any noises out there.
And even though it's in the rough, should not be any problem. The Lakewood Country Club not posing any issues when it comes to hitting in the rough. It's the ability for these players to be able to spin that ball to hold the greens.
It sure did soften up a little bit from first day with the rain that we had.
Absolutely. And this is Hyun Park.
Okay,
2 shots out of the lead.
Good looking swing.
Hyun worked out and worked very hard on her strength, and her strength was definitely shown on the par 5 7th hole. She was one of the few players that we've seen going forward in 2 and hit her second shot over the green, but still chipped back to an easy birdie opportunity, and that's where she's at now. That is Hyo-Joo Kim on the 13th, one of the difficult par 4 and the back 9. And look at here. Another opportunity to go 12 under, and
she does.
She has done it.
Nice birdie. Look at her. That's her 5th birdie without a bogey. Well, looks like a moving day for her. She's clapping by herself.
Well, that moving day, it may have gone just a day too late for Hyo-Joo, but still good to see Hyo-Joo do so well. And Hyun-Joo in the fairway bunker on the 18th hole, and Hana Jang in the middle of fairway. She is selected consistently to go with a fairway medal for her tee shot, and that's where we pick up in the middle of fairway for Hana Jang on the 18th hole, trying to finish strong. Boy, she really had a dismal days on first and second round.
She did, but good to see her playing well again.
Long second shot and a great measure of the distance control. Another good opportunity for a birdie for Hana Jang. A little fist pump with her caddy. Got to be happy with that result, and love to see her smiling back. All right, Hyun-Joo from the fairway bunker. She had turned in 66 6 under in the second round. Had
Good
hopes
shot.
of really going low and get into top 10, but that ball coming out of the bunker runs away from.
Yeah, Hyun-Joo didn't get the quiet height that she wanted to hit, but it's a good shot.
One of the areas that she has been working very hard in her part of the game has been putting. So she'll need to rely on some good putting on that and that birdie attempt. Now let's go back to the 10th hole. Our leader, Lim.
Now the tree's gonna come in play, so she needs to put a little push draw on the shot.
All right, very carefully looking at the distance with the caddy. Hyun-sik, in a situation like this, if you pull anything and you're stymied by those tree lines on the left side, it doesn't seem that way. I know she hits her iron very high.
She does. She does. I'm sure she'll play, right side to play a smart,
Well, if anything, I think the pin position definitely helps, but still. In the final round, with only a shot ahead of the lead. It appears that the wind is just a little bit in the player's face. And Hyun in the middle with Sunwoo on the right side. Now, Jeongeun getting ready for a second shot. 16 under par, 1 shot lead over the rest of the field.
A shot like this, you just have to visualize the shot and just stick to it. Did that come up a little thin? It did. I think she missed that a little bit. It came really low.
That may not have been a good contact for a caliber player like Jeongeun.
It did end up okay, though. Just got to deal with the long putt that she has to.
All right, back to Hyun Park. And this will be her second shot from the middle of fairway. And she'll go first.
There's a good swing.
And lets her
It's a
hand
little
go,
left.
but
oh my goodness,
runs away and ends up hopping over that television cable, and she will have a treacherous third shot, chipping back onto the hole. Now she is going back to her yardage book, but all right, here's veteran Sunwoo, who led the field first and second round. Shot 5 under first round, 7 under second round. Could do no wrong in the first 2 days. Just couldn't get anything going yesterday.
Okay, and a little right to left shot there. Finds the green just fine.
Hyun-sik, it appears that all 3 players are really trying to keep it very steady and playing rather conservatively with their second shot.
Right. I mean, 3 of them kind of separated from the rest of the field. They have to play smart, yet not too passive or not too aggressive.
Exactly, and this is now Jeongeun at that beautiful shot eagle on the 6th hole to quickly climb up the leaderboard. And this will be a second shot on the par 5, an opportunity for all players to at least pick up a birdie to walk over to 12th hole. And that doesn't look too bad, as it has.
Okay, I'll say that's a good layup there. I mean, two things that you have to factor in. The distance you want to leave yourself for third shot, and also the angle of attack on your third shot, too.
All right, Hyo-Joo Kim, after picking up a excellent birdie on the 13th hole. This 13th, 14th holes has been very difficult for the ladies. And goes right over the pin, but runs away and almost hit her playing partner's ball. It's already on the green.
Yeah, she made up to the second tier. Right.
Kind of shaking her head. Wonder exactly what happened. All right, setting Hyun. This will be her second shot. Everybody's trying to set themselves up for a really good third shot coming into the hole. And what are some of the things you have to really prepare for that, Hyun-sik?
It's comes down to what yardage you want to hit in. A lot of the players are comfortable with their stand, like 56, 58 degrees full or 3/4 swings. So I'll say somewhere between like 60, 70 meters, which is about 80 yards.
So-young Lee, and look at that, beautiful putt.
Great putt there.
And there's one thing that we know So-young can do, as she can putt. And when that putt gets hot, look out, and moves into the 5 shots out of the lead, 11 under par, back to 18th hole, Hyun-Ji. this is for birdie.
It's a little downhill left-right putt there. That's a beautifully judged.
And good distance control. Start off with 2 over par in the first round, 6 under yesterday. Also turned in a 2 over par. Now we got Hyun Kim. This may be the first time that she is faced with a very, very difficult chip.
That is looking tough. Look at that. It's a downhill chip.
Yoon-sik, when you're faced with this type of chip, what are some of the things you want to tell to our viewers that are looking at this shot like this?
You know ball's going to come out low, so you have to pick out a spot that front of you and expect the ball to roll a lot like that. Okay, you know, she did judge the distance right, but just a little too far right there.
All right, leaves herself a long par putt to remain 2 shots out of the lead. But Hee-jung Lim, our leader, also faced with a long putt going up the hill over the top plate.
You know, bogey coming from 9th hole that she 3-putted. Hyun Park needs to step up and make that tough par putt.
Our leader by a shot, Hee-jung Lim, who had that hot hand with the putter yesterday, but so far today has gone back a little bit with a 3-putt bogey in the 7th hole. Needs to get this ball close.
Looks like she's aiming a little right. She might have to deal with the fringe a little bit in the beginning. Oh, she has come up that ridge.
And
okay,
another
also,
putt coming up, just woefully short. So the nerves, tension starting to set into these top players. The leader, Hee-jung Lim, knows that she has an opportunity to win for the first time this year, but also first win on the major. Hyun Kim on the 14th hole.
Look how far she hit it left.
Look at that big
Nice
swing.
putt.
But still good distance control, and that has to be on the strength of her experience, knows how to control that ball.
And she knows the green too.
So now, with Hee-jung Lim and Hyun Park struggling on this hole, what's Sonu Bae thinking here with the birdie opportunities? Yoon-sik?
I think she cannot be too aggressive on this putt. She knows that she's gaining at least a shot from both players, at least. So I think she'll just 2-putt, you know, nice ease. 2-putt from there would be good.
All right, trying to get into a tie with
Look, oh,
Hee-jung Lim, and you said that exactly. Got a little bit too aggressive. So we've seen over and over again in this tournament, players missing from that distance. So we'll have to wait till the last second. I thought Sonu may have thought that she may have made that putt.
it did look good all the way. Just ran it by a little too hard on the left side.
All right, Hyun cleaning up this putt for par, 1 under par. And that's a good result for Hyun-ju, 74, 66, 72, and disappointing 3 over today. But still walk away with a lot of positive from the major tournament for the first time in 2020. All right, Hyun. Don't want to get too aggressive with this par putt.
Again, it's going to move slightly from left to right. It's going to be a very crucial par putt here.
May have been helped by the line that Sonu Bae has done. And has she hit
Is
it?
she?
Oh,
Nice
beautiful par putt.
Wow. How gutsy was that?
That's about as good as getting a birdie.
That shows a lot who she is. That's a great putt.
And I don't want to jinx her, but if she happens to win in this tournament, I've got to say the turning point was right there, saving that long par putt to remain 2 shots out of the Hee-jung Lim, who is still not in the hole with a 6-footer for a par putt. And this is Hana Jang. Come on, Hana, you can make this birdie. Never had the line there.
Yeah, I think she misread it.
Well, from that position all week, players have been missing to the right side, and it's been the first time we've seen anyone miss it to the left side, but still started with even par, couldn't putt anything in. A 4 under par yesterday with another 4 under par.
Still nice finish. Now, as a player, after a putt, you have to decide whether it was a mishit or misread. And if it was misread, you just walk, you learn from your mistake and go on. But a lot of players, based on, they think about the result too much, they start, manipulating their strokes during the round.
All right, this is to remain a shot ahead of
Nice
Sonu
putt.
Bay, and no doubt about it.
Wow.
She has almost been perfect, near perfect from that distance. And this is one of the reasons why she is all alone at top of that leaderboard.
That is right.
And Jeongeun, good opportunity for birdie, and she has done it.
Nice putt. Wow.
All right, turning in 36 in the front nine, but quickly
Yeah,
gets another birdie on the 11th hole.
she definitely needed every roll on that putt.
And
Nice
similar
birdie.
to Hyo-Ju Kim, kind of clapping to herself, and definitely well deserved. Oh, look at that bar putt.
If that putt was missed, I'm thinking, wow, you're thinking like a stroke gain from two players, and you're losing one putt, a stroke.
Well, you'd have to kind of say to yourself, wait a minute, this may not be my day, but Mi Jung Kong, out of par 5, 11th hole, almost about the same distance as Jeongeun did for her birdie. This is for birdie to go 13 under and 3 shots out of the lead.
Oh, she had to hit it. She needed a break.
She still read that nicely, just could not hit it hard enough. But I am just really impressed with the way she has just kept that game steady. All right, Jeongeun Lee 6. We see her at the 5th hole. She started off at the 10th hole, making the turn, and is now 7 under par. Boy, she was another player, just couldn't get anything going in the first and second round. Started off with a double bogey in the first hole, very first hole on the first round, and has been trying to recover ever since, and that's a good shot there.
It is.
And Jeongeun Lee 6, like her name, has shaved off 6 shots, 6 under par today, 7 under for the tournament. All right, Sonu had that bit of a scare. Now on the 11th hole, and we are now heading home. Another great tee shot by Sonu Bae, who had that 36-hole lead. She mentioned in the post-round interview that she actually feels pretty good and then feels more comfortable chasing after the leader. And this is our leader, Hee Jung Lim. What do you think, Yoon Shik? Is it better to be behind to chase after the leader in the final round?
It depends on your personality. Personally, I like to chase. You just go as low as you can.
All right, Hee Jung Lim knows how to finish it out, as she won 3 times on the KLPGA Tour last year, making a debut. A lot of fans may not realize that she still has not celebrated her 20th birthday. A 19-year-old girl, still a teenager, showing an incredible amount of poise here at the 42nd KLPGA Championship final round action at Yeongyang Park. Beautiful par-saving putt, and has done it nicely left side of the fairway. Yoon Shik, we're seeing just these players just coming after one after another every year. Started off with Seri Park, Hyun Han, Mi-hyun Kim, and just most recently in Chan.
That's right. You know, they have a great work ethics on how they want to carry on to and follow up their players like Seri Pak. Looking at those players, I mean, it should be a great motivation for them to work hard and chase their dreams.
And even Hyun Park, who's just turned 20, and Sunu Bae would keep saying that she's a seasoned veteran. She's only 26.
That's right. I mean, they act so much mature than their age. Okay, that's Sunu Bae. Look at the top. She does have a little laid off at the top. Great turn there. Look how much her shoulder and her hip turned. Okay, gets the club back into the impact position greatly. Notice how level she is, getting her weight to the left side. Okay, she does have a little high finish, but great balance.
And here's our leader, Hee-jung Lim. I really like her swing.
I do. She doesn't do much on the backswing. Look how steady she looks at the top. Great top. And comes back on the same plane. Look at the weight. Shifted, staying really centered. And look at that shaft bend. I mean, she does have a great impact position and then gets to her left side.
And finally, Hyun Park, who was in third place.
Okay, great backswing. A little higher top than previous two players. Okay, look at that center turn, getting the weight left. Nice finish with a great balance too.
There's some similarity between Sunu Bae and potentially Hyun Park. Should Hyun Park win today, they'll both would have made the KLPGA Championship major tournament and one of the longest running tournament on the ladies tour to be their first win of their career. And the veteran Sunu Bae getting ready for her second shot, only a shot out of the lead as we move on to the final round action. It sounded very solid, Yoon-sik.
That is a nice shot there.
Well, they're really sticking to their game plan.
They are. And when the heat is on, that's what you do. You just stick with your routines and do your regular things.
Went slightly into their face, but it is a very long par 5 with the elevated green. No chance to get on in 2. And Hyun Park, her father is on the bag.
That's another nice layup there.
That's another good shot there. You're seeing some of these caddies wearing masks now. It is absolutely mandatory for the caddies to wear a mask at all times. Some of the players like Hyo-ju have elected to wear a mask even during the players it's optional during the playing time. Jung Lim out of the rough. Pulled a little bit.
It's okay there, just a little pulled.
So Young Lee, who had an unbelievable birdie, and she is also looking to reel off another birdie.
Nice
and
spot.
yes, she has.
Wow.
Back-to-back birdie on the 13th, 14th hole. And Hee-jung Lim also did the same thing on the second hole with 3 birdies successively, beginning with the 13th hole, and that's where she got really started. And sitting all alone at top is Serin Hyun, the rookie.
Now it's playing downhill, left, right. Needs to stay up.
And even though it's a downhill putt, didn't really go as much. And players are just still being almost traumatized by that incredible speed we saw Yoon-sik in the first round.
That's right. That's right. I mean, as approaching to the greens, they do think about which angle they want to putt from. It's more from which angle they like compared to how close the putt is.
All right, Jeongeun all of a sudden found her putting touch, and has she done it on this hole too? And just runs it by about 4 feet. So when the players have that putting touch, do they tend to hit it a little bit harder than normally because they know they can come back and make that little comebacker?
You know what they say? They're thinking about 16 to 17 inch past the hole, and when they address the putt, that's all they're thinking about. Just hit this ball past about 15, anywhere from 15 to 17 inches past the hole is their goal to get that distance. And once that's all set, they commit to their lines and stroke it.
All right, Jeongeun leaves a sizable birdie putt. But Jeongeun has been hot today.
She is.
On the 15th hole par 5, and she might be saying to herself, "No, I could have been a little closer than that." And I know she could have with her caliber of play. All right, Hyun Park. All right, 2 shots out of the lead. Par 5, 11th hole. Needs a birdie here. Oh, look at this
shot.
unbelievable spin on that ball, Hyun.
Great control there. It wasn't a full swing, but she controlled that spin nicely.
Still looking for that elusive first win of her career. A lot of players had to wait a long time, and this lady also had to wait 4 years, making this KLPGA Championship as her first win. Sonubei just a shot out of the lead. 3rd shot. And these ladies
nice
are all pin hunting here.
They are.
Another opportunity, birdie opportunity for her.
They're so great at their scoring clubs, the wedges and putters. They're just dead on.
Now, when you watch your playing partners who are just hot after you, and Hee-jung, what's going through her mind as she gets ready for this 3rd shot?
Well, you know you're hitting out of the rough, so you cannot be too aggressive on these shots. But make sure she needs to put the ball where she needs to get a good birdie look. That's what she should be focused on.
All right, 70 yards.
Another
to the
short
pin.
abbreviated follow through there. Look at that.
Look
nice.
at here. And this is one of the reasons why these ladies are 1, 2, 3 in the top of the leaderboard. Hee-jung Lim looking for a birdie to give herself a little breathing room here at the 42nd KLPGA Championship final round. Mi Jong Kong would like to get a birdie and get within 3 shots of the lead. Off the fringe.
Does she have it?
And I don't think she has hit it just hard enough. Starting to run out of holes. And Mi Jong Kong, who only played 8 times on a regular tour, made the cut only 1 time. And for her to be where she's at now, it has got to be a bonus for her, and it got to give her a lot of confidence.
That does. It sure does.
All right, once again, checking the leaderboard, Hee-jung Lim all alone on top, and Sonubei hot on the hill. And Hyun Park, 2 shots out of the lead. 16, 15, 14. What an exciting finish. We're headed toward the final round action. Stay with us as we continue to bring you exciting KLPGA Championship from Lakewood Country Club. All right, Lakewood Country Club is where the 42nd KLPGA Championship is taking place, along with Hyun, Choi, Mike Kim. Thank you so much for joining us today. And let's not waste any more time. Go right back to the course and par 5, 11th hole for Birdie to go 17 under for our leader, Jeongeun.
Slightly uphill putt. Ooh, runs by on the right edge. She did give it a good roll at it.
And this is the par 5 that the ladies needed to take advantage of. And the defending champion, Hyun Choi, is now on the 14th hole, par 4. And this is for her birdie.
Okay, on the bottom it shows it's 6.6 meters, 25%.
Oh, and nicely done.
Nice putt there.
With a lone bogey on the 12th hole, par 3. But gets into the double digit. May have gotten started just a little bit too late. Now, Sunwoo also trying to climb in the top of the leaderboard to share with Jeongeun. And I think she has just a bit to the left edge.
Yeah, the pace was a little bit of an issue there.
Still a shot behind our leader, Jeongeun. 7 holes left. All right, Hyun Kim. Birdie putt. And
good putt.
And perhaps with that miss, may have missed an opportunity to at least get into top 3.
Now Hughes is playing 6 under par for the day, which is one of the lowest round. Jeongeun 6 is another player who's at 6 under for the day. Bomi Kwak and Jeongeun who finished also shot 6 under today.
All right, Hyun Park left with a birdie putt, and also trying to get this birdie putt to drop to get within a shot. Oh, no doubt about that one.
That is nice birdie.
Plus that in. All right, she goes in to 15 under and tied for second place with Sunwoo, and this is Birdie Kim.
That's a great release shot there.
Great release there, exactly, Hyun. And as the final group makes their way over to 12th hole, par 3.
Yeah, it's playing a little downhill. Plays about 160, slightly over 160 yards, 153 meters. Players are really being aggressive on this hole. You know, some players go a little over, but it's a good hole to attack for sure.
Pin stuck a little bit to the left side of the green, but very accessible. And with the birdie, Hyun Park, she will have the honor in the 12th hole, par 3. And today, we've had 12 birdies. Surprisingly, out of the 72 players, we've only had 12 birdies. Still not been kind to the ladies. And graphics showing the wind is quite a bit into their face. Jeongeun Kim has some momentum going, but had that stopped here at the 12th hole with a bogey. And with a 7-iron.
Okay.
That should be a pretty good shot. Should
Not
have a
too
good
bad
run
there.
at the birdie opportunity. There's one thing I just can't get used to is not having any gallery, no cheering. These players some players mentioned or commented after playing the first round that they felt like as though they were playing the practice round. But it is all business with these three ladies. 1, 2, and what a good tee shot there.
That was good aggressive swing. Okay, good shot.
All right, pin high, and that would be another opportunity for Sunwoo-bae, who had the 36-hole lead at one time in the first and second round.
She definitely knew how far to hit.
All right, Jeongeun never shows much motion. Still hard to believe that she's just 19 years old, playing only the second year, full year here on KLPGA Tour. All selected to go with 7-iron.
Good looking swing.
And she's posing. She's looking.
Oh,
Oh, and she
wow.
certainly has hit a beautiful shot there.
Well, you know, just that just shows that she's not backing off anytime soon.
All right, Jisoo Kim on the 14th. Oh, and she gets it.
Little fist pump there.
That ball was racing toward the hole and caught the hole. And got a nice birdie there.
And a big smile.
Had a bit of momentum going, but that got stopped on the 10th hole with a bogey, but got it right back on one of the hardest holes on this course. All right, Hyun Kim.
Okay, slightly downhill putt.
Oh, and
Another
no
one.
problem there either. Downhill putt. So the ladies taking dead aim with that putting stroke. Back-to-back birdie on some of the hardest holes on Lakewood Country Club. And again, another look at the leaderboard. Jeongeun, 16 under par. Still barely holding on by a shot over the two pairs player, Hyun Park and Sunwoo-bae. We'll be back after these messages. All right, we're back to Lakewood Country Club where the 42nd KLPGA Championship is taking place. Although it is devoid of any gallery, but the action has been just exciting. As the weather warms up, so does the action. And let's take you right to the 12th hole par 3 where Hyun Park, only a shot out of the lead of the Hee-jung Lim, sharing that second spot with Sunwoo Bae. And this is for birdie.
It had to go a little right to left. Did she make it? Nice putt.
And even though we did not see that putt, you can hear that putt drop. So now goes in to share the lead.
Nice. Look at that. Back to back.
And we mentioned that on the 10th hole, that long par putt save. That had to be just a unbelievable confidence booster. Now, Mi Jung Kong with the bunker shot, long bunker shot.
Spin.
Not a bad result, but still has a sizable par putt coming up.
Just carried a couple yards too much there.
Now back to Hee-jung Lim, who has just now allowed Hyun Park to come in to tie for first place. What do you see here, Yoon-sik?
It's right. I thought that was right to left, but that was left right. Okay. Well, that was her chance to respond, but just.
All right, Hee-jung seeing Hyun making that long birdie putt to come into the tie for first place. Now So-young Lee, she's definitely not out of it if she can make this putt right here.
She's got
and
that
she
putter
has.
going. Nice putt. Look at that putt. 3 in a row.
Back to back birdie. Kind of reminds me of what Hee-jung Lim, our co-leader, did in the second round when she turned in 7 under par. And Sunwoo Bae trying to respond to what Hyun Kim has done and just slides by. Veteran Sunwoo just missing that opportunity to go into a 3-way tie. Mi Jung Kong, after that bunker shot, greenside bunker, needs to save this par to get within 4 shots, remaining 4 shots out of the lead. Doesn't seem like a really difficult putt, Yoon-sik.
It does. It's still downhill putt. Moves a little left to right. Oh.
And that may have taken a little bit of air out of her. And saves that. Cleans that up for bogey. So that'll be only the second bogey of the day with an eagle and 2 pairs of birdies to go along with it.
Still smiling.
Well, that's good to see that. Mi Jung Kong. Hyo-ju Kim. And look out.
Nice punt.
My Hyo-ju Kim.
That moves into 7 under par for the day.
And 7 under was still 2 holes left with a short par 3 and a reasonable birdie opportunity. Go inside the clubhouse and wait and see what will happen. Now let's check the 13th hole and Yoon-sik. These are some of the holes that are most difficult, longest holes the ladies have to contend with.
Yeah, overall the slope from left to right. There's a water front, but that doesn't come in play much. But there's water on the right. That definitely comes in play. And that landing zone is anywhere between 165 to 125 meters to the hole. A lot of the players are hitting anywhere from 6, 7, 8 iron into the green. And it's a 2-tier green. So the player has to select whether it's a front or back. And today's pin position is off the right middle.
And Hyun Park making that bomb on the 12th hole. She'll go off first. 20-year-old Hyun Park. Confident swing on a 13th hole. And a good tee shot to set herself up for a second shot.
It's well done there. Yeah, Hyun Park is looking a little more comfortable now.
And Hyun Park has been playing junior golf with Hee-jung Lim. Knows each other so well. Both players, similar personality. But the veteran Sunwoo still just staying within her game, and that's one thing that I just really love about the way she carries herself on the course.
That's one thing that veteran players does better. They handle themselves mentally, physically, emotionally better.
All right, Hee-jung Lim.
Good-looking swing.
Good-looking swing. Finished
Just a little right, maybe.
7th in the top of the order of merit
just fine there.
last year. Even though she won 3 times, may have been overshadowed by Hyun Choi, who won 5 times and won just about all the awards that the KLPGA had handed out. It has something to prove right here.
But with the level of the competition at KLPGA players, 3 wins as a rookie is a huge thing. I mean, that's an accomplishment.
All right, Mi Jung Kong would love to get a birdie and get that shot back where she had given back on the 13th. Wasn't able to convert that bunker shot. And comes up a bit short. And again, that green being elevated. Just having a difficult time for these ladies to visualize how hard and how far they need to hit.
Especially how, the greens are not so receptive. That means that players has to think a little extra, choosing carefully how far to land the ball on the green.
And you don't want to get too aggressive for that ball to blow by and then have a very treacherous downhill putt, Yoon-sik.
Exactly.
My rookie, Serin Hyun from Jeju Island. Second shot. And no problem there.
Good shot there.
Still smiling. Really having a lot of fun here at the KLPGA Championship. And that's exactly where So-young Lee is. Going up the hill, almost 250-yard drive. That is a good drive for this.
That's a long drive.
Never leaves anything behind.
Okay, a little short of Birdie to follow through there. Another good shot there.
Oh, and that's pin high. We'll have a good opportunity for a birdie. Wind a little bit. So young. All right, Sunwoo, our leader for the first 36 holes. And has taken a very aggressive line, Yoon-sik.
She did, indeed. I mean, left side of the green were a little safer side, but she did go right at it. A little right.
Sunwoo moved on to the JLPGA Tour after playing on the local tour for 8 years.
And she won twice in Japan, didn't she?
As a rookie. And Hee-jung just turns away from that ball and just not happy. Still on the green, but has a sizable. And it looks like she had somewhat decelerated on that swing.
I think so. That wasn't the swing that she was looking for.
All right, Hyun riding high after that beautiful birdie putt to climb up in the top of the leaderboard along with Hee-jung Lim. And this is Hyun Park.
Can she stay aggressive?
Oh,
wow.
And she has.
Look at that shot. Oh, my goodness. She's on a
top
roll.
Leaderboard, top position is getting a little bit crowded for this lady. She is trying to race by Hee-jung Lim.
And she doesn't look excited at all. Look how calm she looks.
Well, yesterday when I watched these two ladies who were shooting 6 under, 7 under, or 4 or 5 under, but the way they were reacting and were walking, you thought that they would have shot 6 over. All right, Hyun Park, friend with Hee-jung Lim, have been playing so many tournaments and so many rounds since they were first started in the golf. Now Hyo-ju Kim,
17 par 3.
Oh.
She
now
said
she's
go.
saying go, and will come up well short. Ball starting to roll away and just not able to get in that top plate of the green.
Yeah, it's trickling back to the downside. Yeah, she knew right away, didn't she?
And you hear the sound of that ball hitting the green. Just sounded very, very hard once again. Top of the leaderboard, Hyun Park, along with Hee-jung Lim, is 16 under, but 3 players behind her, 15 under, and 2 pairs of player at 13 under par. We're continuing the action right here at Lakewood Country Club. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. All right, back to Lakewood Country Club as we're heading toward the finish line of the final round of the KLPGA Championship. And Hee-jung Lim currently sharing the lead with Hyun Park at 16 under par, and we are at the 13th hole.
It looks to be a little downhill left-right putt. She needs to pace this putt right. And those long putts, their players are thinking pace, pace, pace. Gotta get the distance right and slow down. Good
I
putt.
think she's done a good job
has.
there. We'll have about a 3-footer coming back to save a par to remain at 16 under. And Hyun at one time was leading by 3 and has given those strokes away. All right, Mi Jung Kong. Delicate chip shot on the 14th hole.
Shouldn't be too much on this chip. Nicely done.
Very nicely done for someone who has played less than 10 tournaments on the regular tour last year, played only 8 times and made only 1 cut out of the 8 times.
Yeah, considering that, she's doing really good.
And consistency has been this lady's trademark. Sunwoo Bae looking for a birdie to climb into the top of the leaderboard along with their 2 playing partners. Just a little bit short, a little too soft. And cleans it up quickly for a par. And still a shot behind. And Sunwoo has to be a little bit frustrated, running out of holes. Now going toward the 14th hole. Setting Hyun for birdie. And I think she just pushed it there. Oh, and that's a mistake there on the part of Setting Hyun.
Yeah, I think she's getting a little too excited there.
All right, Hyun Kyung.
Can it be
Trying to
3 in a
shake-
row?
Trying to shake off Hee Jung Lim to go birdie
And she
and by
does.
herself in the leaderboard.
What a statement there.
We have a new leader here at Lakewood Country Club. Final round at the KLPGA Championship. And that name is Hyun Kyung Park, who has just gone birdie, birdie, birdie. Oh, set in. Again, blows it by. And now this is starting to become a bit of a disaster for set in.
Yeah, she needs to compose herself again.
All right, with the Hyun Kyung Park getting a birdie. Now Hee Jung Lim in a bit of an unfamiliar position since overnight.
Okay, ever so slightly, it's gonna move a little left on her.
Oh, and this is exactly what we've been seeing all week. Players just having difficult time negotiating those 2.5, 3-footers, coming back, and now falls 2 shots behind the current leader, Hyun Kyung Park, as they move on to the 14th hole.
I think that was a mental mistake than anything else.
All right, Davin Ho, who at one time had turned in 66 the second round, and look at this!
Nice putt.
From downtown has turned that into a beautiful birdie putt to go 10 under par for the tournament. We're seeing a lot of long putts being holed. And that's exactly what Yeoju Kim would love to do right here at the par 3 17, Yoon-sik.
And she's one of the hottest player in the field now. Okay, good putt.
Coming up the hill.
I mean, she had 7 birdies so far, so she's not,
And she'd be mindful of other partners, the putting line. And she'll finish that out. Kind of interesting that she had her caddy take the pin out for that short putt.
I mean, some players prefer without it. Some do. But statistics shows that it's better with the pin in fact.
All right, So Young Lee, 13 under, and Knew that she had missed it the moment she put that. All right, 6 under par, but she may be running out of the holes to compete for the title. But Jeongeun Park looking for her first win of the rather young career. A 20-year-old worked very hard over the winter months on her strength.
Okay, another good swing there.
When the nerve sets in, especially in the final round, Hyun, these players, what are some of the things that they need to keep an eye on? What do they have to do to continue to stay within their game?
I mean, most of the times it's, stick to their game plan. Plus, they need to go through their routines like, any other times. I mean, that's what sets the tone. That keeps them focused. That keeps their rhythm going.
And the focus, Sonubei has not let get away from her. She has been in the fairway greens, make some putts, a bit of smile.
And that's another important thing. If you keep smiling, it keeps that emotional level, at your comfort zone.
And even after her rather dismal result yesterday, where she finished level par, after having such a great first and second round, she still said that, look, I'm going to have a bad round, at least in the 4 rounds of the tournament. And she felt that it was a lot better to have a bad day in the 3rd round rather than the final round.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like a really good attitude to have. And
It is.
Lim,
I mean, the very last putt that Hyun Lim missed was really surprising. It wasn't much to the putt. It was more mental, mistake than anything else.
well, Se-young Kim, one of the notable players playing in this 42nd KLPGA Championship, finishing her round today after teeing off from the back. 1 under par, 1 over for the day. Oh my goodness, that was a good shot
there.
Perfect distance control coming out of the rough with some serious spin on that.
Yeah, it was very nice of Se-young Kim to announce that she's going to donate whatever amount that she earned from this tournament to fight the COVID-19.
All right, Jeongeun Lee 6, 8 under par. It's a top kind of score that you would expect after her second round. Unfortunately, we're seeing that score, and finally she is finding that magic touch with our short iron.
Good shot there.
And another opportunity to go 9 under par for the day. All right, back to our final group on our leaderboard. Occupiers, Sonubei with her second shot. And this is her second shot on the 14th, 2 shots behind Jeongeun Park. And that contact just wasn't the kind of contact she was hoping for. It might have gone into the greenside bunkers.
I think so. Right. At the top, her club got laid back a little too much, causing the ball to go right to left.
And only 2 shots apart between Hyun Lim, the overnight leader of this 42nd KLPGA Championship. With the birdie, anything could happen.
This would be a good time for her to stick one close. What she does is to sit a little bit.
And you can see the severe slope. By the way, the ball is just keep moving. And Hyun still must be kicking herself for that bogey. A bit of an unforced error.
Yeah, it
on that
was
13
really.
par 4. All right, our leader, Jeongeun Park. $17 under. 17 under is such a good score for
It is.
such a tough condition the Lakewood Country Club has That's to offer.
And bounce up.
And another good shot. Just keeping it steady.
I like that play. Just keeping the ball a little below the hole.
Got that little tape
Yeah.
around her left knee.
I mean, her face expression shows that she wasn't happy with the shot, but she'll take that.
All right, Hyun Kim with that beautiful second shot to keep that ball running away. Good opportunity for Birdie to finish. Oh, and nicely done.
Nice birdie there.
Start off with 2 over par, but 2 pairs of 72 with a 4 under par in the second round. And everybody had thought that after hitting 4 under par in the second round that she really was going to make her move, but just wasn't able to get anything going. That has not been the case with Jeongeun Lee 6. Short birdie putt coming up for Jeongeun Lee 6, the defending champion of the U.S. Women's Open.
Nice
Oh!
putt. Trickling
And
into the
just
right
trickles
side.
in.
Look at
8
that. 8
under
birdies.
par.
That's one better than Hyoju's.
And 8 under par so far ties the best scorecard that's been turned in by overnight leader Hee-jung Lim. Another beautiful putting stroke,
Good
and
putt.
has done it. Nice birdie for Da Bin Ho.
Yeah, that was nothing but
And
in the middle.
5 birdies in the back 9 and 11 under par, and quickly jumps ahead of other competitors. And she has now gone into tie for 6th place. Leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard is Hyun Park and 2 players, Sunwoo Bae and Hee-jung Lim at 15 under. But it is not over yet. A lot of action coming up here at Lakewood Country Club. We'll be back. All right, back to Lakewood Country Club. Mike came along with Hyun Choi. And what a beautiful day and some incredible golf action we had for you as we're heading toward the finish line of the 42nd KLPGA Championship. And the 36-hole leader, Sunwoo Bae, in the greenside bunker here at the 14th hole. Hyun.
Yeah, it's a little upslope, so it's easy to come up short. So she needs to stay aggressive on this shot. Nicely done. Kept the ball below the hole.
And Sunwoo had mentioned that because the practice facilities that the JLPGA Tour offers is so good that she's been able to work on her game as much as she would have liked. And consequently, that her putting game and her bunker game has been just really improved. And Jisoo Kim.
You know, Mike, now that you mentioned it, I'm so impressed of how Korean lady players are keeping their game at the top without even good practice facilities that don't have.
Well, I know that the facilities, particularly the infrastructure, has improved so much, but still, these players overcome so much of the adversities and adversity that Hee-jung Lim has. And she will have to get busy with the remaining 4 holes, 15 through the 18th hole. Now, fortunately for Hee-jung Lim, 15th hole is a par 5, and she has had a good success in that 15th hole.
She did. But I like the fact that Hee-jung is staying aggressive. She's hitting all the putts past the hole. She's giving her good chances.
All right, defending champion Choi, who had an incredible year last year, 2019. 10 under par and has elected to go with a 9-iron. And has landed the ball just a little bit past. But all 3 players in this group is well within the striking distance for a birdie opportunity. Now, Hyun Park has had birdie on a back-to-back-to-back basis. If you can get another birdie here, that might put a dagger on her rest of players. And asking that ball to go, and comes just a bit short, but still.
Good putt. Good putt. Yeah, that was on line. Just a little shy.
And I think she was trying to putt out, but mindful of other partners' ball
Yeah, that's
position.
what you have to do. If you doubt that you might step on someone else's line, it's better to mark it.
All right, 18th hole, par 4, Hyun.
All right, 18th hole. It's playing 340 meters. There's bunker on the right that comes in play, so players like to keep the ball a little left of it.
Hyo-ju has had a great success hitting the greens in regulation. Has only missed 1.
Yeah, 16 out of 17 greens that she hit today.
And that
And
will be
another
17
one.
out of
Look
18.
at that.
And not only that, she is very close for another birdie opportunity to go 14 under par for the tournament.
Exactly. If Hyo-ju to make that putt, she'll tie Jeongeun Lee's 8 under par today. And both of them don't have any bogeys on their scorecard. Nice and clean.
All right, Sunwoo Bae coming out of the greenside bunker. This is for par. And and that ball continued on and still has a sizable distance left for a bogey. All right, let's check out Jeongeun. Jeon. She is also a really good player on the KLPGA Tour. Birdie putt.
Also a great putter, isn't she?
On a par 5. And no problem with that. And she's had 3 bogeys, but also she's had 4 birdies. Now, Hyun, this is a very, very critical bogey putt for Sonu to have any chance.
Exactly. She needs to make this putt.
And no problem there. 14 under with just 3 shots behind the current leader, Hyun Park, with 4 holes to go. Back to Hee-jung Lim for par putt. And Hee-jung missed a par putt of this distance before. Just a downhill, just a ever so slight downhill putt for Hee-jung Lim. This is to remain at 15 under.
Yeah, she needs to aim inside the hole. There you go.
All right, 2 shots behind, and our leader, Hyun Park, no problem there to save a par. All right, four holes remaining with 2 shots keeping Hyun Park and Sonu Bae and Hee-jung Lim. Now, what kind of game plan that Hyun Park needs to employ here?
Well, she needs to stay aggressive. You know these level of players, they can come up with any birdies, couple of birdies here and there, will tie her score.
Our defending champion, Choi, with a bit of a downhill putt for another birdie opportunity, and we have seen so many putts missed short from that distance on this 17th hole. All right. Final stretch, 15th hole, par 5. Our leader, Hyun Park.
Okay, what's the last of history holes? 15th? You know what they say, Mike? They say the tournaments usually win or lost at last 4 holes of the tournament on the last day. So this is the crucial moment.
Hee-jung Lim knows how to win. She's already won 3 times on the KLPGA Tour. And a win on the KLPGA Tour is something that Hyun Park would like to say for her career. Right down the middle for Hee-jung Lim. Yoon-shik.
Yes. Hee-jung Lim has won 3 times last year as a rookie, so she knows how to win. So, last 4 holes, stretching, you never know what's going to happen. I would not count her out.
Sonu Bae also has 4 wins in her career, and both of those wins on the KLPGA Tour have been for the major tournaments. And Hyun Park, who won the 2016 World Amateur Championship, has had an illustrious amateur career. And you see Choju Kim with a short birdie putt coming up on the 18th hole.
Come on, Hyun, let's make this.
And it's been just an absolute pleasure watching Choju play. Has been clapping to herself whenever she makes a birdie, and let's see if she'll do the same thing.
That's her
and
8th birdie.
Come
Great
on now,
job.
clap to herself.
Now she needs to clap. Little fist.
All right, 64, 8 under par.
That puts her tied for 3rd place at the moment.
All right. Mi Jung Kong coming up on the 2nd shot. It's just an unfamiliar territory for Mi Jung Kong to compete in a tournament. She's only competed 8 times last year. And making a cut in a major tournament will be just an absolute confidence booster and another great shot.
Nice there. Pin high.
All right, Leon Kim has elected to go with the 9 iron. They're in the 17th hole.
Get a little right to left shot there.
And that looks like a pretty good
Oh,
shot.
get in!
Yeah, hole in one.
Wow.
And a hole in
Look
one.
how
And unfortunately, that K9 has already won by Choi Kim in the first round.
can they split it?
Another look. Well, we didn't get to witness Choi Kim getting a hole in one for
Oh wow.
the first time on this
look at
hole,
that.
and beautiful bounce.
That's a perfect picture there.
And already we have 3 hole in ones in this hole.
And there she sees
Oh, look at that excitement. And the caddy's pointing toward the car, but unfortunately, somebody needs to slip a message to her that the car is already won by Choi Kim. And the car key's already been given to her. But I still think she would be very happy to walk away with 2 shots. Minus from that hole. Now let's go back to the final groove. Sunwoo Bae. Laying up for a good third shot position. Just comes out a little bit short. Still getting a little goosebumps from that hole in one. Here's our leader, Hyun Park. That might be one of the few times that we have actually heard some roars on this golf course, playing without the benefit of any gallery. We really hope that COVID-19 pandemic will be defeated and will be over soon. Now, Hee-jung Lim got to get busy here in the 15th hole.
Yeah, if you're Hee-jung Lim or Sunwoo Bae, this is the hole to birdie.
Hyun, when this tournament was first announced that it will be staged here at Lakewood Country Club, there were a lot of people who were really skeptic as to whether this tournament will actually even take place. But so many people have come together and to make this tournament a reality, and I think they've done a marvelous job. But let's take another exciting look at this hole-in-one by Leon Kim.
She hit that nice high soft throw
And
right into the cup.
thank you, hole-in-one.
Look at her face expression.
Well, I think for about a second and a half, she may have won that car. But hopefully somebody will tell her that she did not win that car. Car may have been already driven home by Choi Kim.
She deserves a ride, though. She needs a good ride home.
Well, I think she needs to write a letter to the Kia. And what a beautiful hole-in-one, and thanks to Leon Kim. Checking the leaderboard again, Hyun Park all alone at 17 under. Home stretch with Hee-jung Lim only 2 shots behind, with Sunwoo Bae 14 under, along with Hyo-joo Kim, who just finished with 8 under par. We'll be back after these messages. All right, back to Lakewood Country Club where the final stretch of the 42nd KLPGA Championship is taking place. Mike came along with Yoon-Sik Cho. Happy that you joined us this afternoon, and we hope that you'll stay with us throughout the tournament, and we'll give you the final action of this beautiful day, beautiful golf, and some exciting golf action still remaining for the golf fans to see. And Hyun Park with her third shot. Oh my!
Good shot.
She is absolutely brewing with some confidence there.
I can tell she's on.
So-Young Lee with her second shot, 13 under, would like to join Hyo-Joo Kim. Oh my
Great
goodness,
shot.
and I think
Great
she has
shot.
just reserved her spot along with Hyo-Joo Kim.
Boy, they're staying aggressive.
Sunwoo, who had the 36-hole lead.
Hey, she needs to stay aggressive.
And
that.
she's
Get
done
it.
it! Oh my goodness, she almost holed out there. And quickly, she could have been a shot out of the lead.
That came awfully close to going in.
15th
Oh,
hole
my.
has allowed a lot of birdies, but have not seen an eagle in the last 2 days. And Sunwoo said, well, we'll make a change on that.
You know, that's one of the downside without galleries. I don't think Sunwoo knows how close that came to going in.
Lee Jung-lim, also 2 shots behind the leader.
Good looking swing.
And good looking soon.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Just love the way she hits that shot.
These ladies are just throwing darts at it.
All right, Jisoo Kim on the 17th hole, par 3. And she hit it hard enough, and
Nice
right
putt, nice
there
putt.
down the middle. Love her putting stroke, and birdie 3 of the last 4 holes. Kind of hard to tell that what went wrong on the par 5 15th, which has given up a lot of birdies in this tournament.
Now Jisoo Kim moves to tie for 5th.
And just like that, Jisoo has climbed in the tie for 5th place, but So-Young Lee has put about 2.5 feet from the hole on the 18th hole to go 14 under. And this is Jeongeun Lee 6. What a day she is having, and this is for par. All right, knock it in there, Jeongeun. Oh, and what a beautiful job. So finally we're seeing a little bit of smile. 8 under par today, 9 under for the tournament. Very respectable score for one of the top-ranked players coming over from the States, playing in the local tournament. So young.
There you go. Nice little
Tap
tap
in
in
birdie. They're 7 under after 5 under yesterday. Has been under par for all 4 days. So Young is such a solid player, Yoon-Sik.
She is. Stays very composed.
All right.
A little uphill putt, nothing much to it.
And may have not hit it hard enough to keep that line.
I'm a little surprised she kept that a little short.
All right, still leads by 2, but both Hee Jung-lim and Sunwoo,
You know, that actually opens up a little door for both of them.
exactly, and would love to shape that lead by 1. And this is Hee Jung-lim for a birdie.
Slightly downhill. And it's
And
turning.
she has
She
done
makes
it.
it. Nice.
So
Great birdie.
just in case our fans are thinking, if this tournament goes into the playoff, we'll keep on playing on the 18th hole until we have a winner. And Sunwoo would also like to get a birdie here to get close. Oh, and this might be the opportunity that Sunwoo has wasted to potentially get into that playoff. If we had a playoff.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate.
Sunwoo started off with a 5 under in the first round, 7 under in the second round. Only had 23 putts in the second round, and we thought that at one time Sunwoo was going to run away with this tournament, but that has not been the case. The moving day wasn't too kind to Sunwoo and missed that opportunity. And this is Choi, who missed the fairway into the fairway bunker on the 18th hole, the final hole for her.
All right, out of the bunker shot that she needs to stay really level through the shot. Okay, ball's moving right to the left. Comes up a little short.
So when a player of her caliber comes up way short like that out of the bunker, what would really happen in that kind of shot?
It's usually the missed contact from the fairway bunkers. What happens is they usually play one more club out of the bunker, fairway bunkers. But the contact wasn't crisp.
All right, Jeongeun, only a shot out of the lead. 16 under par and 16th hole, and a beautiful tee shot for her. Another opportunity for her to take dead aim. And just stoic look.
That's
only
the very
19-year-old teenager.
Usual look.
For all the golf fans around the world watching this telecast, remember that name, Jeongeun. She will be knocking on your door come few years on the LPGA Tour. Hyun Park, our leader. She has birdied twice in the last 3 rounds.
Okay, good swing.
And these two ladies, both Hyun Park and Jeongeun, have played a lot of golf together as an amateur. And once again in the final groove in a major tournament on the KLPGA Tour. What a historical moment that we've had. No gallery. That had a lot of difficulties making this tournament a reality. Almost a minor miracle that this tournament has come off so cleanly.
Another good swing there by Sunwoo. Okay.
All right, Sunwoo has to be thinking that birdie putt on the 15th hole par 5 could have really gotten itself back in for the tournament, but now we're heading home for the last 3 holes. But Hyun,
I mean, this is where Hyun shines the most. You know, her touch around the greens is superb. Not that one, though.
Hyun, who won 5 times last year and won the Order of Merit, the Player of the Year award. Won just about everything that KLPGA had to offer.
She sure did.
And had just a great career as an amateur and continued that form and carried it on to the professional rank. And Jeongeun on a 17th hole par 3, just trying to finish as high as she can.
Okay, it's playing uphill.
What a tournament Jeongeun has had and is experiencing, and still very confident stroke there, Yoon-sik.
Yes, they're, you know, today everybody's actually going low. And she wanted that putt, didn't she?
Playing alongside with Setting Hyun.
As long as players are seeing the ball going past the hole, they know that coming back putt is almost piece of cake putts.
All right, Choi coming up quite a bit short with that third shot. Needs to get focus, and has she done it? And has.
Nice putt.
Good for her, saving that par and finishing the double digit. Had a 4 putt on in the first round. Really took the air out of her to get any momentum going. But good to see her finish. Is still a 10 under par. Even though there's no gallery, you can feel the excitement, the tension building here at the 16th hole. Sunwoo running out of holes. Got to make something happen here. Second shot for Sunwoo Bae. Oh,
shot.
and she
Good
has done
shot.
it. Another birdie opportunity coming up for Sunwoo Bae. Sunwoo, who won this KLPGA Championship back in 2016.
Well, Sunwoo's 3 off the lead, so if she birdies in, she sure has a chance.
She can still get back in it. Needs to go birdie, 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 and get a little bit of help of her playing partners. But Jeongeun Park has another thought coming up. Leading by 2. Leading by 1 over Hee-jung Lim. And
Okay,
another good
going.
shot. And that's a good result for
Pin
Hyun.
high, just a little right. Hyun has such a nice rhythm to the swing.
Even when she wasn't going well in the 3rd round, still stayed with her game plan. And now Hee-jung Lim. Hyun-sik, a little bit of wind behind her.
Just a little bit. Nice abbreviated follow through again. Okay, is that
Looks
little
like she may have
long
pulled
and
a
left?
little bit, and ball's coming back and away from the pin. Not the kind of result that she was looking for. And the 16th hole.
Okay, one thing that you have to be careful on those abbreviated follow through is that your leg still has to go through the left side. Sometimes if you legs get a little passive, your hands take over and you tend to pull the shot a little bit.
All right, back to 18th hole, par 4, 340 meters. And Jisoo Kim and Leon Kim, who had a hole-in-one on the 17th hole. All right, Jisoo. $13 under for the tournament. Would like to join Hyoju Kim and So-young Lee for 14 under and asking that ball to go, but I think you may want to ask that ball to come stop.
Come back.
Come back.
I like how Jisoo had a great down blow into the ball.
All right, Leon Kim. Hole-in-one, allowing her to go 10 under par. It's just amazing how these players been off for almost 6 months and yet still able to shoot such a low scores on a very tough greens. And we'll have another look at that hole-in-one by none other than Leon Kim, who just hit that second shot.
Yeah, that ever so slight draw landing perfectly.
And that had to be one of the loudest roars we have seen in this tournament. Another look, a beautiful look at the Lakewood Country Club. Checking the leaderboard, it is getting tight. Jeongeun Park all alone at top at 17 under after five under after 15 holes. But Hee-jung Lim just behind her after a shot out of the lead. And we are getting excited here. We'll be back after these messages. All right, back to Lakewood Country Club and right back to our overnight leader, Jeongeun with a birdie opportunity, and that's a good putt there, Hyun.
That is good putt. Paced it nicely.
And this is the 16th hole, 2 holes remaining, with only a shot apart between Jeongeun and Hyun Park. All right, Jisoo Kim on the 18th hole. This was for birdie to join
Jisoo been putting
Kim.
really good today. Another good putt there.
And she'll have that for par to finish at 13 under par, and that would be just a great score, finishing at top 10. Now let's go right back to our leader, 16th hole on the green, Hyun Park, a little bit downhill birdie putt.
It's going to play a little right to left. Not much. Ever so slight downhill putt.
Barely holding on to a 1-shot lead and a great
And
putt.
Oh.
Power that through the break.
Well, she gave it a good chance at it.
All right, back to 18th hole for Leon Kim. Must be riding high after that hole-in-one on the 17th hole, par 3. And also missing quite a bit to the left of the hole.
That must be a little deceiving for the players. I mean, they're actually playing a lot more than they should. Okay, Sunu Bae has a birdie putt.
Sunu must make this birdie putt.
And she
And
does.
she has.
All right, 1 down, 2 to go.
Knows she is close. Only 2 shots behind the lead with 2 holes left. Need to go back-to-back birdie to tie and get a little help. All right, Leon Kim. This was for par. And a good par. 10 under par. Good finish. An unfortunate 73 in the first round, but a lot of players had some issues with particularly the hard and fast pin positions. Hyun Park, 17 under. Oh, smooth putting stroke to save a par. Still holding on to that shot lead over Jeongeun as they walk over the short par 3, 17th hole.
Okay, nice par.
All right, final group finished with the 16th hole. Last 2 holes left. And once again, for those of us who are wondering, in case the players go into playoff, the 18th hole par 4 will be the hole where the players will be continuing to play until we have a winner. And as Hyun Cho, promising start with the 4 under par, but never really got on track. Hyun, winner of the Rookie of the Year award last year on the KLPGA Tour. Played in a couple of the tournaments down in Australia and did very well. Kind of faltered in the back. Oh, nicely done by Jisoo Kim. Finishes at 13 under par. 6 under par after 4 under par yesterday. Great score, Hyun.
Yes, that's great showing for her. Had a great putting day.
All right, par 3, 17th hole, and we saw that hole-in-one by Leon Kim, but it has also yielded 16 birdies today. That's in one of the easiest holes that the players have played so far. So all 3 players in our final group must be thinking birdie here, Hyun.
Yes, players who like to work the ball right to left has a better chance at this hole.
9-iron in her hand. It's at high.
She's yelling to go. Came up just a little short.
Just was not able to get over that ridge to get on top of the green. Still a lot of smile, and Sonu very relaxed. Now Hee-jung Lim.
Now Hee-jung Lim knows exactly where she stands, so she needs to have a plan that needs to catch up.
Now with the 9-iron, Sonu Bae came up quite a bit short. Part of the game that Hee-jung Lim is so known for is her iron game. And got to figure out exactly where you want to drop that ball.
Okay, her miss spin a little left.
Hee-jung Lim, overnight leader, 1 shot behind Hyun Park, currently at 16 under par. We're on the 17th hole, par 3. It's taken a lot of time for setting up for this. 9-iron.
She's looking at a little right. Ball should coming back just a little. Good shot.
And that is a good shot, pin high, and that should give herself a real good look at the birdie. This might be a slightly downhill putt for Hee-jung. And Hyun Park, boy, she would love to get a birdie here. And going into the 18th hole with at least a shot of the lead, potentially 2. Here's our leader, Hyun Park, 17 under.
Okay, looking good.
Oh, another
Nice.
good shot. So it'll be Hyun putting first ahead of Hee-jung Lim. Hyun-sik, this is almost turning into a match play between these two ladies.
It is. It's fun to watch. Now Hyun-kyung's leaving herself a little more downhill putt than Hee-jung.
But Sonu Bae has to say that, look, I'm going to try to birdie the last 2 holes, the 17th and 18th, to keep the momentum going. Sonu had a nice birdie on the 16th
all those
hole.
shots.
Look at all those shots. Look at the shot tracers. And let's go back to the 18th hole.
Okay, plays about 340 meters. That's about 370 yards.
And Lee Jung-kong, left side of the fairway in the roughs.
There she is. Kept the
Nice,
club face
smooth
open through the
swing.
shot.
Oh, that
Nice
is
shot.
nice. Although it has gone by the whole.
Yeah, something about 18th hole. The green just not is receptible. And especially out of rough, you have no chance.
Now I'd like to see exactly where she will end up because everybody has missed it to the right side of the hole. All right, leaderboard. Park Hyun-kyung, Hyun Park, all alone at top, 17 under par. And Hee-jung Lim, 16 under, only a shot out of the lead. And take a look at that. Yes, Sung-chun, rookie, finishing very well. We'll be back after these messages. All right, we're back to Lakewood Country Club for the 42nd KLPGA Championship action. Mike came along with Hyun, Choi. Happy that you joined us, and let's go right to the 17th hole par 3 where Sunwoo Bae getting ready for the birdie putt.
It's nothing but uphill. She needs to get there. Okay.
And Sunwoo with his shot. 2 shots behind the leader, Hyun Park, with only a hole remaining. All right, setting Hyun on the 18th hole. Long birdie putt. Now we saw that putt similar to that distance being holed in the first round, Yunshik.
We sure did.
And has Sedin hit it hard enough? No, comes up considerably short in that birdie attempt. And she has a lot of work left to save a par to remain at 10 under par for the tournament. But for a rookie, Sedin Hyun has to feel good about the way she has played this week. All right, birdie putt for our leader, Hyun Park, trying to get a little breathing room here with the birdie. And Yunshik looks like he never had a chance and never held the line there either.
That's where she looked.
And that has to be a bit of a misread by her and her caddy. Her father on the bag for this week.
Now here's the 18th hole. Now
And Jeongeun.
almost everybody played over to the left side, and she does the same thing. Like I was saying, it must be very deceiving to the players.
Very deceiving it has been for the professional golfers of this caliber, and a lot of players have either missed left or right, but just not able to hit it hard enough to keep that line. Now back to Lim on the par 3 17. Critical birdie putt to tie Hyun Park.
Can she make it?
Oh.
Yeah, that just never had a chance.
Never had a chance there. Short backstroke. I don't know whether there was nerves or technical side of it or both, but
It's probably both. I mean, it's more mental, making your techniques a little off.
birdie putt for Mi Jung Kong. Go 12 under par for the tournament to finish at top 10. And from that position, a lot of players have either come up short or raced it past the right side. And Mi Jung needs that for a par. Now, this is a very, very important par putt for Hyun Park.
It is must-make putt.
Oh,
And
and
she
she's
makes
done
it.
it. She has done it, so she will be going the 18th hole with a shot lead and will have a chance to win for the first time on the KLPGA Tour in her young career. Back to 18 for Sedin Hyun. For par.
Yeah, somehow she didn't have it today. All day long.
Just got to be disappointed with that result. We saw her 3 putt on the other hole. And Sunwoo Bae not taking any chances with these short putts. Oh, and has done it. All right, 2 shots behind Sunwoo Bae. So for her to at least come into tie with Hyun Park, she will have to hole out or at least get a birdie and get a little help from Hyun Park. The 42nd KLPGA Championship offering one of the largest prize monies we have ever seen, over $2.5 million U.S. equivalent in Korean currency. And the first place prize money will be about $200,000 US. Now, Yoon-sik, this tournament has implemented a rather unique cut policy.
Yes, payout system was very unique. All the players who participated are getting paid. I mean, considering the fact that a lot of the players are just off for the months and not having the income they used to earn.
All right, Jeongeun finished with 71 today. 9 under par, a mainstay on the KLPGA Tour. Rookie setting Hyun will no doubtly will be walking away with some great experience. Although
Yes.
it is for bogey putt, and like the way she just really taken some time to get ready over the ball.
It was a great debut for her.
All right,
As a
9 under
rookie.
par, but still just had a lot of experience really gained here, although she shot 2 over for the day. And there's Hyun Choi. And some of the players coming in. We probably had an unprecedented top players playing in. The product of KLPGA Tour, playing on the Japan Tour, as well as the LPGA Tour. All those players have come back and have supported the local tour where they all got started. And look at that picture. Hyun Park and Jeongeun Lim. They're the top leader as well as the chaser.
All right.
Final hole, final round. Here we go.
This is it.
And what a great tee shot by the veteran Sun Bae. Yoon-sik with a shot behind Jeongeun. What are some of the things that Jeongeun Lim is thinking here?
Well, the first thing she needs to find the fairway and then the green and give herself a good look at birdie putt.
And birdie putt she has on this 18th hole, has birdied 2 of the last 3 days. Oh, and has done it nicely too.
Good swing.
Right down the middle, getting a good bounce, a very favorable bounce. Just in that first cut in the rough, but should not be an issue. Jeongeun Lim, 16 under, a shot out of the lead of this lady. So this final group has given some great golf action for the fans. And we're happy that you joined us. And Jeongeun Park. Final hole and
Nice.
the final tee shot, and what a great swing.
Splitting the fairway right in the middle. You know, these young 2 players, Jeongeun Lim and Jeongeun Park, you know, as young as they are, they're like composing themselves like veterans. Very impressive.
Or we mentioned that the Jeongeun Lim, only 19 years old, and Jeongeun Park, 20 years old, but both acting like a 10-year veteran. And Sun Bae made her debut back in 2012 and has won 4 times, both on the KLPGA Tour as well as the JLPGA Tour. And look at that leaderboard. Jeongeun Park, 17 under. Jeongeun Lim, 16 under par. And Sun Bae, 15 under par. Needs a little help there. And Hyo-ju Kim and So-young Lee, all veteran players coming out of the KLPGA Tour. Hyo-ju now plays on the LPGA Tour. 8 under par, 64. That's just a great score.
It is. Yeah, Hyo-ju has 3 wins in LPGA Tour.
All right, second shot. Critical shot for Jeongeun Kim, our leader, wind a little bit in her face.
Just gotta put the ball on the green.
About 110 yards. Oh, and
wow.
nicely done.
Impressive.
Very impressive. We've not seen too many shots go that close to the pin like there, Hyun.
You know, Mike, under that circumstances, that's brilliant. Very controlled swing there.
Jeongeun Park won twice as an amateur. And back in 2016, she won the 27th World Amateur Women's Championship. And also won 2017 one of the premier amateur tournaments, Songham Trophy. Here's Sunwoo Bae with her second shot. Oh,
shot.
and nicely done by veteran Sunwoo Bae.
Now with the birdie here, she can tie for second place.
At least second place, and see what Jeongeun Park will do. And if she birdies, she has to go back and think about all the shots that she gave back in the third round. All right, Hee Jung Lim.
All right, she won 3 times last year, so she knows how it's done.
Got something to prove here.
Okay, good control swing again. Is that a little right?
Oh, this is not bad, but still not the kind of result that I know that Hee Jung Lim was expecting or could do. Still has a outside chance for a birdie to at least get in tie with Jeongeun Park to send this tournament into the playoff action.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeongeun Park, we'll have another look. And this is what she did on the 11th hole. To remember that it was a nice, easy 80 yards third shot on the par 5.
Yeah, that second bounce just went dead.
And put an incredible amount of speed to stop that ball on a dime. And Jeongeun Park. Now, this was a really unexpected birdie putt. And she drops it nicely and has not looked back ever since.
Exactly. That was her second in a row.
And back-to-back birdie on the 11th and 12th. On the 13th hole, she wasn't finished yet. And look at here. 13th, 14th hole are the two of the toughest holes the ladies have to play this week at the Lakewood Country Club. And she confidently stroked that in for another birdie, and that's where she's at, a 17 under par. Oh my, look at this. Stats, greens and regulations, 16 out of 17. Driving accuracy, 11 out of 13, Hyun.
That's impressive. Yeah, as young as she is. And if she were to win it, it'll be her first win with the first major.
And that's exactly what Sunwoo Bae did back in 2016. Here's a birdie putt by Hee Jung Lim.
Ooh, that came awfully close.
It,
that did come awfully close.
It just comes up just about a foot short to the
Mike,
left.
tell you what, that putt was better than most from that angle.
All right, Hee Jung, overnight leader, just couldn't get anything going in the back nine. And that just a crucial mistake with that 3 putt. Got her out of the first place position and allowed Jeongeun to move right back into the top position that she had vacated.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right, Sunwoo Bae. And they're the founding members of the KLPGA. And they're all wearing masks, keeping that social distancing. All right, Jeongeun Park, and there's the chairman of the KLPGA, Chairman Kim.
Now Jeongeun Park has 2 putts to win.
Jeongeun Park. This has got to be one of the biggest putt that Jeongeun has has made. This would be for the champion if she holds it.
Slightly left, right.
And it is just a little bit outside.
Okay.
She'll mark that. So we are now looking at the winner of the 42nd KLPGA Championship. 17 under par. She will be celebrating her very first win and a very first major win on the KLPGA and only second year playing on the KLPGA.
And a very proud dad on her back.
Nice Sunube. Getting ready for her birdie putt.
Okay, this is for his tie for second place. And she
Oh, it
makes
has
it.
done it. 68. And tie for second place with Jeongeun. And here's the winning putt for Hyun Park. And
There she
here's
is.
your leader and has made it official with the little hug from her father, who has been on the back for a whole week. And congratulations to Hyun Park, who is now the winner of the 42nd KLPGA Championship.
Wow. You know, that last 9, 13, 14, 15, that 3 birdie in a row, that did it.
A lot of pressure on her, and all the players coming out to congratulate her. And normally you would see these players come out throwing celebratory water.
And there comes the tear.
And there's Jeongeun Lee 6. So good to see some of these players coming out and congratulating her. Once again, Hyun Park wins the 42nd KLPGA Championship at Lakewood Country Club. And what a win that was. No one really gave her a whole lot of chance to win this tournament, but she has emerged as a winner. Out of the 150 players, one of the largest field that we had for this tournament. As Seyoung Park, Jeongeun Lee 6, and Hyoju Kim, who were ranked top 10 in the world, and Seungyeon Park as well, but yet Hyun Park has overcome all those players, including Bomi Lee, who has 21 wins from JLPGA Tour and 28 wins from An Sun-ju. And both of those players not able to show a whole lot. And a tournament winner, here you go. Once again, Hyun Park. Hyun-sik, this has got to be just an incredible boost for her.
It is, it is. I mean, you know, as young as she is, she came through. I'm so happy for her. Like I was saying, that 13, 14, 15, you know, making that birdies under the pressure, you know, that she felt was great.
All right, once again, another look at final round action. And the scoreboard, Hyun Park, 17 under, wins the 42nd KLPGA Championship. Hyun-sik, this was just an absolutely great tournament with such an incredible player field, but I think this tournament has really provided some incredible opportunity for Sang-kyung.
Yeah, it sure did. Sure did. You know, this tournament was like you said, media was very skeptical about it, but you know how we came through with all the great sponsorships. It's I want this to be like good example setting for other tours as well.
All right, once again, the winner of the 42nd KLPGA Championship is Hyun Park with 17 under par. We're happy that you've joined us, and we'd like to have you come back and join us again. Thank you so much for joining us, and so long, everybody.